Hi, Ben from Benz Softwash here, and in this short little video we're going to talk about whether you should or should not paint a through colored render, and we're also going to talk about how to clean a through color render if it's been painted. Should you paint a through color render? And the short answer to that is no, in my opinion, and certainly 99 times out of 100 I would say do not paint a through colored render. It can be done. There are specialist primers which need to be applied first, and in any case the render should be cleaned prior to painting. The only reason I can think of a through color render needed to be painted is if a change of color is desired, or maybe there's been some alterations to a property and they've had to replaster, and so you paint the whole elevation then to blend it all in. It can be done. It needs cleaning first, and then there are specialist primers available and painting systems to put on afterwards. Okay, so how do we clean a through colored render if it's been painted? Most of the times when we come to these jobs, the render has been painted not knowing that it could have been restored prior to it being painted using Softwash methods. So if you think you have to paint a through color render, clean it first so you can see what you're actually dealing with then. How do we clean through color render if it has been painted? Okay, so from the very outset you want to manage your customers' expectations. Sometimes customers will not know that their through color render has been painted. It can be hard to tell. So you need to identify that first of all. So when you're managing customers' expectations, important things to notice is the likes of these areas here. And these areas here, you can see where the paint's either been missed, and there might be some algae in there, or you might see the actual difference in shade of the through color behind it. If the customer is expecting a brand new rendered finish after you cleaned it, it's going to be impossible if you've got the original through color showing through behind the paint. And here you can see the through color render in behind the painted surface. You have the painted surface here, and you can still see the through color render in behind the paint where it has not been painted. And although the elevation does and will look a hell of a lot better, you're still not going to get the fully restored finish that you can get when restoring unpainted render. So once you've identified that the render has been painted and you've managed the customer's expectations, what you can offer the customer is to refresh their current paintwork and also clean any areas where you can still get to which have not been painted. This will dramatically improve the look of the surface, and will also get it ready for repainting should they wish to do that. Because once you start painting a through colored render, you have to keep painting it the same as you would any other render every 4 or 5 years to keep it looking fresh. But like paintwork as well, it can be freshened up with Softwash techniques as well. What we do is we clean off all organic materials as much as we can get to, and we give it a good rinse down, take any massively flaky paint off. If that has happened, leave it ready for the painter to paint should they wish or need to. We do also like to apply Cleanze at around 50:1 after cleaning. This will help get into all the nooks and crannies where the lightning cleanse couldn't have got, will kill any remaining organic growth, and promote further cleaning over time as well. This paintwork has come up really well. Obviously the customer's going to be really happy with it. You'll see more flaky paint or failure of the paint system in cases where the render was not pre-cleaned prior to the paint being applied. So that's why it's essential to pre-clean a through color render if it's going to be painted. So here you can see the finished job of how we've managed to clean this property up. You can see it's really freshened it up, and if the customer wishes to, they can now have it painted, or should I say repainted. To clean the property, we use lightning cleanse at 5:1. We sprayed all the elevations at 5:1, and then we brushed in because it was really quite bad at 4:1 before rinsing down with one of our rinsing nozzles. The front elevation here, you can see we had lots of lichen, so after brushing we actually applied some tornado cleanse as well and let that dwell for about an hour, and that got rid of most of the lichen dots, and they will continue to disperse as well in the coming weeks and months. So I hope that's been useful. Thanks for watching. If you like our products, thank you for buying them. Please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll be notified every time we release a new video. And until next time, thanks for watching. Happy soft washing.